Okay.
Good afternoon, Professor. It's certainly a pleasure to meet with you and honored as well, and to learn about your organization, of course, your very distinguished career. Talking about your career, I'd like to start by asking about your career and what drove you to academia and what keeps you in academia.
Good afternoon. Since my childhood, I was always been driven by insatiable curiosity. Even phenomena I could explain every detail that I read it, immediate understanding deeply fascinated me. I feel a constant need to seek answers to the question I asked myself about the world around me. This quest for answers could not be approached through science. That's where my passion began to emerge. Science wasn't just a school subject, but a key that opened a door to the unknown and allowed me to make sense of what I observed. This sense of wonder at discovery has accompanied me through my journey and continue to motivate my academic engagement to this day. This passion, Professor, for discovery naturally led me to an academic career where the search for answers and exploration of knowledge are central to our mission. But truly drove me to fully commit to this path was the opportunity to share this curiosity and sense of wonder with others. Being in academia is not just about seeking understanding, but also about transmitting, inspiring, and training mind capable to tackling the challenge of tomorrow. Every student I guide, every research project I support, it is a way to extend this quest and contribute to collective progress. Through my journey, I had the privilege of meeting exceptional professors who shaped, of course, my vision of teaching and research. I was fascinated by their unwavering love for science, their dedication, and their professionalism. These educators were not merely conveyor of knowledge, but true mentor, always ready to open new perspective, share innovative theory, and encourage young people like me to push their limits. Their impact on my career has been immense, and they inspire me to follow this path with the same commitment to teaching and guiding others.
It's actually amazing. I can see the passion coming out when you're talking. And what I really loved, what you were saying was, for me, three things. First one, the curiosity, because as an academic, or, because once you enter the world of academia, it's something in your blood. It never leaves you. Oh, and I love the fact that you talked about the passion for curiosity, the passion to do research, and then the passion to transfer this knowledge, which again is what inspires us as academics. We research, we come up with answers which we think are correct, and then we love the challenge when somebody else tells us through their research that we're actually wrong, and that inspires us to research more. But then in the process, what I've found as an academic is that I talk to my students give me ideas, they ask questions that I've never thought of, right? And that inspires me to do research. But the key thing, I think, that differentiates an academic from a pure researcher is a support we give to young minds.
Yes.
Right? It's a support, because I think we have a lot of think tanks that do research. We have private sector firms that do research, but they don't do the support. And in your case, I was actually quite inspired, in fact, very inspired, when I heard about your success. And here, student support is a very important aspect of their success. Can you please tell me a little bit about your space for students with disabilities at Ibn Tofail, which won the 2024 Times Higher Education Award for Outstanding Support for Students.
Student support is indeed a cornerstone of academic success. And at Ibn Tofail University, we're particularly proud of our space for student disabilities. This initiative, which earned in the 2024 Time Higher Education Award for Outstanding Support for Students, exemplify our commitment to inclusivity and equitable access to education for all. Diversity has always been a cherished aspect at Ibn Tofail University, yet certain voices often found themselves unheard. Among these voices were the students with a disability, whose needs are multiple. Some require accommodation during exam, break to catch their breath and mess and the hustle and bustle of university life, and specialized material to unlock the door of knowledge. Recognizing these needs, UIT embarked on a journey to create transformation space, the space for students with disabilities, a dedicated hub for providing tailored education support to SWD. This space is dedicated to the reception and pedagogical support of students with disability diagnosis in order to the best accommodate their academic journey, enabling them to study in the most favorable condition and leading toward better integration. We were deeply honored to receive the 2024 Time Higher Education Award for Outstanding Support to Students, particularly for our Students with Disability Support Center. This award highlights the ongoing effort that we have made to ensure our university is accessible to everyone, enabling each student to pursue their studies under the best possible condition. This center was designed to provide comprehensive and personalized support to students with disability. We began with an in-depth assessment of the specific need of our students, working closely with accessibility experts. Based on this, we create a fully accessible physical space equipped with adaptive technologies as specialized computer and software, reading and writing tools, and communication aid to facilitate learning. Additionally, we provide quiet and focused zone, enabling students to work in a calming environment. We implemented ongoing training for faculties and administrative staff, of course, to ensure better accommodation of specific need and to make inclusivity a reality across our program. Adjustments were made to our teaching and evaluation method to ensure all students have equal opportunity to succeed. Finally, we introduced a peer tutoring system where trained volunteer students assist their peer with disability to foster social and academic integration. I can say that at Ibn Tofail University, we established a coding and artificial intelligence center open to everyone. We recognize that AI and programming are now essential skills across all careers, regardless of the field of study. That is why our university committed to democratizing access to AI and coding for all students, whether they come from science, engineering, humanities, law, economics, or other disciplines. In this democratization effort, it became clear to us that students with disability must also benefit from these tools, which are increasingly used in professional settings. AI and coding are not just technical skills for students with disability, but also instruments of autonomy and accessibility. We adapted our center to be inclusive, ensuring that specific solutions such as assistive software and tailored program tools are available. In this way, we empower our students with this ability to embrace this technology and integrate them into their academic and professional journey. Through this comprehensive approach, this center and our EI initiative have created an environment where students with disability can not only pursue their students, but also drive, develop their independence, and actively participate in university life.
That's actually amazing. That really is amazing how you create inclusive educational opportunities. But has that translated into a growth in the number of disability students entering your university?
Yes, yes. Many students with disability now is assisting to this center. Is they are following courses in the center, and we think we succeed in this because many students with disability were lost, but now with this center, I think we succeed in this mission.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, that's an amazing achievement, and I'm sure you've got many more achievements. But please tell us about your current institution and some of the other initiatives you are running at Ibn Tofail to foster success. Because after all, as academics, we love to foster success of our students.
Yes. I am very proud of my staff and my university. Ibn Tofail University position itself today as a pioneer institution, embodying the model of a hybridophile university. We have seamlessly integrated in-person and online teaching approach to provide a modern, flexible educational experience tailored to the need of our students. Through advanced digital platform and optimized physical infrastructure, we ensure a learning environment that combine proximity with innovation. This hybridization go beyond teaching. It reflects our comprehensive vision that merge academic excellence, cultural openness, and civic engagement. Our mission today extends far beyond the transmission of technical knowledge. We are deeply committed to shaping well-rounded individual global citizens who not only excel in their field of study, but also embody universal values such as respect, solidarity, and openness. At Ibn Tufail University, we firmly believe that human development thrive on a balance of knowledge, skills, and personal growth. This is why we place sport and culture at the heart of our educational project. We actively encourage our students to engage in sport and to participate in cultural activities such as music, theater, poetry, and visual art, for example. Contrary to the belief that these activities are secondary, our experience has shown that students involved in this field often achieve outstanding academic results by developing soft skills like resilience, leadership, creativity, and time management. They gain essential assets for success in their personal and professional life. I can say that students' clubs, the true lifeblood of our university life, play a central role in this dynamic. They provide a space for exchange, creativity, collaboration, enabling students to thrive while strengthening their connection to university community. This initiative helps shape well-balanced, open-minded individuals who are ready to face the challenge of tomorrow. Ibn Tufail University does stand as a place where academic excellence, technological innovation, sport, and culture converge to nurture leaders capable of transforming society. We remain committed to preparing our students to become agents of change. It's very important. Beer of hopes and driver of progress.
Actually, it's amazing what you said, because I love the fact that how you create such well-rounded students, students that are not only academically successful, but poetry, that's amazing. They do sports. And then the fourth thing you said that actually hit with me was, or when I say with me, was the fact that you talked about making the impact to society, right?
Yes, very
Because that's
important.
vital. I mean, what are we bringing up students? We're bringing up students, we're educating students, we're transferring knowledge to make a positive impact to our society. And I think in many sense that also challenges us as academics, because we're used to teaching, of course, and writing exam papers. And in many cases, our exam papers have a pass, a fail, a right, a wrong. We love being right, and we say, well, this is the right answer. And you look for the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everything's in terms of black and white. But now the question is, what you have said is actually amazing. It goes beyond the classroom. So what are some of the other measures of success that you use at your university?
It's a very important subject. I think we believe that success in academia go far beyond the traditional measure of pass and fail. While academic performance remain important, we use several other indicators to gauge success, emphasizing personal growth, community impact, and long-term outcomes. At our university, we firmly believe that enrolling an 80 years old student in initial program is not an end itself, but is the beginning of an educational and personal journey. This first step into the academic world marks an inaugural phase that extends far beyond obtaining a degree after a few years. On the contrary, it paves the way for a continuous relationship with life learning. In a world undergoing constant evolution, this version of education as an ongoing process has become an indispensable necessity. We live in era of profound transformation, particularly with societal and technological revolution, advances in artificial intelligence, digital technology, and science are reshaping the traditional paradigm. These changes are radically transforming the labor market. Some profession will disappear, other will be profoundly altered, and entirely new one will emerge. In this context, we can no longer limit ourselves to preparing students solely for existing jobs. We must equip them to navigate in unpredictable future, embrace change, and thrive in complex and constantly evolving environments. For us, success is not slowly measured by earning a degree or securing immediate employment. It is also reflected in student ability to learn how to learn, demonstrate resilience in the face of challenges, and adapt to new global and societal realities. These transversal skills, often referred, as soft skills, have become crucial as technical competencies. They enable individuals to respond swiftly to technological advancement, innovate, and collaborate effectively in multicultural environments. Thus, I can say that our mission goes beyond the mere transmission of knowledge. We work with our students to empower them, enabling them to think critically and to solve complex problems. We provide them with the tools They need to become lifelong learners, engaged citizens, and professionals capable of actively contribute to the technological, economic, and social revolution that are shaping the world. In this perspective, we have integrated innovative pedagogical approach that promotes active learning, collaborative work, and the adoption of digital technology. We also encourage our students to develop intellectual curiosity, the curiosity that I told you before, open-mindedness and adaptability, which will all allow them to thrive in a constant changing world. I can say that by cultivating this quality, we prepare them not only to succeed in their career and meet today's challenges, but also to project themselves into a world in perpetual transformation and seize the opportunities of tomorrow.
So I really loved what you said there, Professor. I love the idea that you said that the 18-year-old comes to you at the start of the chain of their life, and then you make them into responsible adults, and you make them positive individuals that make a positive impact to society.
Yes.
I think that is amazing. And
It's
I really like the
important.
idea that you said that you teach things that make the students resilient, because
Yes.
life is always constantly changing. And in fact, my next question is about that. So how do they become resilient? How do they always remain in demand in the labor market, right? Which is, again, is very, very important. And then I think for me, what is important is the idea about technology. And that leads me to the next question. In the modern era, you know, we always hear everything's AI, everything's technology. When I talk to students, they say, oh, yes, I use ChatGPT and QuidBolt. And so really now, technology is strong. So education is strongly linked to technology, right?
Yes.
And I think the two are
Right.
inseparable. So are you looking into new or emerging technologies to support your student learning?
Yes, and it is very important. At Ibn Tofail University, we believe that the university of the 21st century must be inherently digital. Digital technology, as you say, is present in all levels across all area of expertise. For example, we were pioneer in introducing a chatbot powered by artificial intelligence to help guide our students. We know that a major issue of higher education in Morocco is the lack of effective orientation, which often leads to student dropout and failure. Our chatbot, powered with AI, we named Salma, engage with students to understand their skills, diploma, grade, strength, and aspiration, and help directly them to the program best suited for their abilities. This was a pioneering initiative at the national level and possibly even internationally, I don't know. And it is yielded great result as it is available 24-hour a day, every day of the year. Another key area of investment for us is artificial intelligence. While many higher education institutions limit AI to scientific and technical programs, we have made a positive discrimination effort in the code 212 space that I described before. We have integrated AI teaching in faculties that are traditionally very far from technology, as literature, law, and economics. The result was astounding. We saw how students from this discipline embraced AI, developed application, and work on projects that bridge the gap between technology and their respective fields.
That's actually amazing. That's amazing.
Mm.
But see, when I look at myself as academic, in fact, I going back now, you can see the white hair. Um, but
Me
I try to
too.
I try to disguise it, but it still comes back. Um, when I first started teaching, I asked myself, how do I want to teach? What approach do I want to use? Then I made a note of my own favorite lecturers, the lecturers that I learned from, who I thought made a positive impact, who to this day I still remember them,
Yes.
right? And how did they teach? And I tried to copy them as best as I could. And
Mm.
so when I teach, or when I used to teach, that was my approach, was in a combination of the best lectures that I ever had. Now, what I find amazing is that that's at the micro level. But when I look at the macro level at the
Mm.
university, as a
Yes.
president, as a
Right.
leader,
Mm.
the way that you run this university is amazing. The
Mm.
examples that you have provided are inspirational, right?
Yes.
I think
Mm.
they're globally
Thank you.
inspirational. So really that begs the question,
Mm.
what was your own experience as a student? And how has that shaped the way that you support students now in your career and the way that you lead your university?
A good question.
And I'm sure you're very young, so for you it wasn't very long
No,
ago.
no. Like you, I have very many white hair, so I'm not young, unfortunately. Uh, to answer you, I can tell you that many of us in Morocco came from a very different background, paths that were not necessarily prepared for university, but were filled with dreams, hopes, and ambition. I remember the challenges I faced, the moments of doubt, but also the moment of growth and fulfillment. It was a time when resources were limited, but the desire to learn and to succeed was immense. I believe this experience shaped my character and helped me to understand the importance of education, not just for acquiring technical knowledge, but also for personal development and broaden one perspective. Today, we suffer from massification in our university. But I think that the massification of higher education, far from being merely a phenomena of overcrowding, is above all a testament to the trust and hope that students and their families place in the university. Indeed, for many, the university remains a springboard to a better life and opportunity for social transformation. This growing appeal is a positive sign of the increasing importance of education in our society. It is true honor to know that university is seen as a mean of empowerment, a space where dreams and aspirations take shape. But it is also significant responsibility for us that we must take very seriously. We must live up to this truth by providing not only quality academic training, but also creating an environment conducive to personal growth, the development of transversal skills, and openness to the world. This requires constant commitment, a rethinking of our method and ability to adapt to the new reality of academic and professional world. It is a challenge we must meet every day to honor the mission that the university represents for the students and their family. As a president of the university today, I carry with me the deep conviction that access to education must be expanded to all without distinction. I know how crucial it is to provide every student regardless of their background, with the means to succeed and drive. This vision guides my current choice and drives me to work tirelessly to improve access to higher education and to offer our students an academic experience that is both rigorous and enriching of on a human level. The university has a fundamental role, as you know, to play in shaping responsible citizens who are aware of the social, environmental, and ethical challenges of our time. It is not just about preparing graduates from the job market, but about forming individuals capable of making, as I told you before, making positive contribution to society. Technical skills are important, yes, of course, but they must be complemented by values such as integrity, solidarity, and the ability to work together for a better future. As a university, we have the responsibility to provide our students with the tools they need to succeed in their professional life, but also to become leaders who inspire and act for the well-being of society. We must instill in them the belief that success is not only measured, as I said before, by degree of or prestigious job, but their ability to positively influence their environment and demonstrate empathy and respect to others. This is the global vision we pursue at our university, and one that I hope will guide future generation of students toward a future full of promise and meaning.
Inshallah, inshallah. But I really love the idea that you're trying to create this holistic student, and I totally agree with you. Education it should be inclusive. It should allow everyone to benefit from it. It shouldn't be the preserve of the few. It should be the right of all, right? Now, one of the questions I always like to ask is that if you had a magic wand or a magic stick, right, and you could have one wish. See, normally a genie gives you 3 wishes, but I'm only giving you 1 wish, right? If you could have 1 wish, what would you wish for students at Ibn Tofail University?
1 only?
Yeah, discount. I give you a discount, only 1 wish. You ask for 3, I give you a discount.
If I could wave a magic wand and make 1 wish, only 1, for my university students, I would be to empower every student with unlimited access to opportunity that ignites their potential and transform their dream into reality. This includes access to cutting-edge technology, world-class education, mentorship, and platform where they can innovate, grow, and make meaningful impact on their communities and beyond. Also improving their skills and making them more competitive in the job market. I would wish for them to have the resilience to overcome challenges, the curiosity to explore new origin, and the confidence to lead and innovate. My ultimate hope is that every student leaves the university not just with a degree, but with skills, mindset, and inspiration to shape a better future for themselves and the world. I think that's many wishes, but I hope that it can be possible.
See, only a brilliant man can take 1 wish and make them into 5. I was counting. You took 1 wish and you made them into 5. See, that's what we call productive output.
Cage.
That's amazing. Really, Professor, I could sit here and talk with you all afternoon, but unfortunately, we have reached the end of our time. It's certainly been a real pleasure and an honor for me to learn about you personally and what your background and how it shaped your academia and your views and vision of the university. The wonderful way that it has created an inclusive environment for students, the awards that you're winning and have won, um, the initiatives, the use of AI. I like the idea of Salma and how Salma as a 24-hour chat box is amazing. I think these are wonderful initiatives that many universities in the region and globally can learn from, because it's through sharing these ideas can we all globally, because I believe that the whole global academic world is one, right? We all want to
Yes,
increase
yes,
knowledge. We all want to support
absolutely.
students. And it's how we work in a collective environment to do this. And I think today you have, in a few minutes, shone a huge beam on the many multidimensional activities doing and the impact. But the three things that
Thank you.
I leave with is the fact that you are creating responsible, resilient, flexible students that are ready for jobs of tomorrow, jobs
Yes.
that we don't even know what they will be, but you helping them be created today. And for me,
Yes.
that's just been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you very much. Dear Professor Ashraf, it was a privilege to discuss with you, and we were honored and with this interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
See
you.
you soon.
Thank you. Inshallah.
Inshallah.